visibility is a requisite.
Mm-hmm.
There, you can't be undiscoverable and still make a name for yourself, still build a
Yeah.
business, still attract clients. So it is a must have. So how do people who have these micro traumas, wherever they come from, this discomfort in a channel, um, how do they melt that? I love the way you phrased it, and I'm not doing it justice.
Yeah, the melting through fear. So I can talk about three tools. They're very basic, but they become complex in the implementation. And the first I call the melt through method. It's my method of journaling. I
Mhm.
like to journal. You don't have to be someone who likes to journal. You can do this without writing, but it's really a dialogue with my fear. So I this is something that I discovered through my recovery process from migraine is that my emotions, if I think of them as individual people that behave the way, you know, my fear behaves the way a frightened person would behave. And if I think about it that way, it reorients the way that I relate to fear. Because if a friend came and knocked on my door and said, "Oh, I'm feeling really afraid," and if I said to her, just get over it. I'm really busy. I'm about to go on a podcast. Can you just get over it? You can imagine what that would do for her fear. It would not soothe her nerves. The fear would escalate. And she would either crumple up into a ball or she would explode and get really mad at me. But if I said instead, you know what? I'm really busy right now. I'm about to go on a podcast, but I care so much about you. I absolutely have 5 minutes for you. Come in. Let's sit on the couch. Want me to put a hand on your back? Tell me what's going on. Whatever it is that you're feeling is not too weird or different. I promise you, I've been there too. So I would normalize the fear. I would express curiosity and care. I'd listen. And then once she told me what was going on, I wouldn't say, all right, thanks, bye, gotta go. I would offer words of compassion, acknowledgement, and encouragement. And that's exactly what I do. As quirky as this might sound, it's what I do in written form, dialoguing with my own fear. And it just starts to take the edge off.
Yeah, it's more of instead of being in the feeling, stepping out and being an observer of it and getting curious, like, isn't this interesting? I am
Yeah.
experiencing this feeling of fear. And I think it's also the removing of the identity of it. Like I'm scared,
Yeah.
I'm too afraid or I'm too uncomfortable instead of just observing, oh, I'm feeling this tightness in my chest and naming it. Oh,
Yeah.
that's feeling a little anxious. And isn't that interesting? Right. So I love the journal. I'm a
Yes.
big journaler. I think so
What's
much insight comes out of pen to paper.